know you can get.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue punts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
4 yards.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Conner. Fighting through, and he's got space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went, and that's almost like one of your turkey.
Topper! Alert, alert! Black is on!
Ben to throw again. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where...
Alert, alert! Eight! Black is there! 50! Black was there!
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area. The ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get
Mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. To throw again is Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely.
Next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a...
And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Cameron Hayward in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. Rehearse it, but right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And some room to run now. Fights through and now a crease. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down.
Well, it's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. T.J. Watt in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the 1st points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the two.
2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing the golden high tops as well.
And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot.